Welcome to the Retirement Matters blog in video form. My name is Dave Grant. I'm a certified financial planner, the founder of Retirement Matters, which is a financial planning and investment management company in Barrington, Illinois. Today we're talking about the buyout program that Illinois teachers are facing and whether they should take it. So we are going to get a little technical in this video here, so let's throw some graphics up which will help explain it. So if you're an Illinois teacher, you're in the Tier 1 pension plan, and you're retiring before 2021, you have an option of whether you can have a part of your pension bought out and you can take a lump sum. So what is this buyout? It is all based on the increase that you get each year on your pension. So some pension plans call it a cost of living adjustment. It's not quite called that inside the TRS program. It's called the automatic annual increase because it's 3% every year and it doesn't adjust for inflation or anything. So with the pension plan not being in the strongest position, if you're not aware of where it's at, it's 40% funded. Illinois is not in the strongest position either. Governor JB, we'll call him, has said, okay, we'll do $1 billion in funding to try and get a buyout working and a voluntary buyout to see if we can relieve some of the pressure on the pension plan. So this is what it looks like. You can take the 3% annual increase that you get, that's the standard of what the pension plan is right now, or you can adopt a new cost of living adjustment or a new increase. The 3% was compounded, means it kind of snowball effects. The new one that you could take is a 1.5% simple increase on your pension. That means if you get, say we'll use round math here, if you get a $100,000 pension, which I know is rare, but the first year it's going to be a 1.5% increase. So that means that $100,000 becomes $101,500. What would happen if it compounded? It would take that $101,500, increase that by 1.5%, and it will kind of snowball and get bigger and bigger. So what happens is that $100,000 is used every time. So that $100,000 becomes $101,500, which then adds another $1,500 on top of that, so it becomes $103,000, then $104,500, $106,000. And it just keeps gradually incrementing like that, and it doesn't snowball. It's a nice just increase if you look at it mathematically. For you voluntarily saying that you'll take that decrease, and it becomes a bigger decrease over time because it's not snowballing, TRS has said, we will look at the lifetime difference of you not taking that 3% compound, and we'll take a look at what you gave up by doing that. We will then take that big lump sum of money that you gave up, and we will take 70% of that amount, bring it to today's dollars, and we'll give it to you. You can either take it as a check and have taxes withheld and do whatever you want with it, or you can roll it to a retirement account and use it for your retirement savings. So now the big question is, if you're in that camp, should you be doing it? There are two things to look at to determine if you should be doing it. I'm going to caveat this. I do not know your financial situation. This is not financial advice that you should be acting on. You should be seeking out a professional who is going to look at your entire situation and give you a good solution. But here's the two things I'm seeing with clients that are really the triggering effects that are determining whether they take it or not. The first thing, is the pension the only retirement asset that you have? If it is, you want to look at your retirement carefully. So let's say that you have a pension and it is $75,000 a year. Again, that would be a high pension, but we're just going to use round math. So if it's $75,000 a year and that's all you have, how does your retirement look if you then said, well, let me take a $75,000 pension and not have it increase as much, but I get $200,000 as a lump sum that I can put in an IRA. Now your retirement picture looks a little different because now you are not fully reliant on that pension to provide your income. You now have a pot of money in a retirement account that you can use as well. So it diversifies you away from that one retirement stream that you have and gives you two sources of income. The second thing to think of is, are you going to live on your whole pension? This is where it starts to get interesting. Let's say you've got a pension that's going to pay you $6,000 a month. You're going to live on $4,000. So you've already got a surplus of $2,000. I know, weird math, weird numbers, but roll with it. So now you've got a surplus of $2,000. If you have a 3% increase each year, that number may keep pace with inflation. If we have inflation like we've had recently, your pension number may actually be growing and growing more than you actually need it to. Well, what if you could say, well, I need $4,000 a month. I don't need it to grow. I don't need it to grow. Like, that's going to be my lifestyle. And that $6,000, I've already got a surplus. Well, why not take a smaller pension over time and take a pot of money from the pension system that you can use for whatever you want to? If you're not going to live off the whole pension, this now comes your inheritance or a second home, or it becomes whatever you want it to be. That's a powerful position to be in. You can now take some control back into your own hands and say, okay, I've got my retirement money. I choose what I do with it, so let's run with this. So what are your thoughts? Are you thinking about taking this pension if you find yourself in this situation? Are you thinking about taking this buyout? If you have questions, my name is Dave Grant. You can reach me at Retirement Matters Illinois. We'd be happy to look at your situation and we can determine if it's good for you or not. So until next time, take care.